Start with the individual case conversion methods. So this from the case conversion methods, there are various types of case conversion methods. So let's start with the first one, which is capitalize. Okay. So let me create one more text box for capitalize. So I'll say capital. Write it small. Okay. So this is one of the case conversion methods. Now, what does capitalize do? We make it bold. So what does capitalize do? When I'm talking about capitalize, it capitalize the first character within a string. Yes. So it capitalize the first character. So the Python string capital method is used to capitalize the current string. Now it simply returns a string with a very first letter capitalized. That is in uppercase. And the remaining characters of the string are converted to lowercase. So you will have the first character to be capitalized and the remaining characters to be in the smaller case. Yeah. If the letter of the input string is a non-alphabet, that is, it may be a some special characters, yeah, like at the rate, hash, dollar, then there will be no effect in the output of the original string. Yeah, so it is not modified. So what capitalize does is this, yeah, and the syntax of capitalize, let me- syntax of capitalize, oh my, that's code, yes, is str dot capitalize. Yes. So this is the syntax of capitalize. Yeah. So you have the string and then you have this keyword capitalize. That's it. So this will capitalize the entire string. Okay. This method does not accept any parameters. Yeah. And the return capitalized string as I have already told you. So let's start with some examples on this. So suppose I have a string str equals to I scan analyze. Yeah. And now we take the output into by converting it to capital F, it lies. Yeah. Capitalize. Now let's return, let's print the output. Print the modified string is, that will be output. Yes. Need to put comma. Let's see what is the output. Ideally, this will give you an output with E in capital letters and rest of the characters in small letters. You have seen this? So this is in uppercase. The starting alphabet is in uppercase while the rest of the letters are in lowercase. So if the letter of the input string is already a capital letter. Suppose if you have the input string as capital letter, then there is no change. Yeah. So let's try to do the same thing by having E as a capital letter. Let's see what happens. Yeah. So it gives me the same output. So in this example, we are creating a string with the value I can analyze as the first character of it is already in capital letter. So if we invoke the str capitalize method on this string, it returns the current string, that is the same string without any change. Yeah. Now, as we know, which you have mentioned in the text as well, if just 1 minute. This was the syntax, somehow it went out of, I removed the lines, so that's why it got modified. So coming back to this was the string where the initial letter was in small letters. Here is a string where initial letter is in the first letter of the string is in capital letters. Yeah, already. So there is no change. Now let's try to find out what happens if I have the first letter to be some character which is not an alphabet. Yeah. So let's have the same thing, but I'll put a dollar sign ahead. So I'll say I can analyze in small, but I'll put a dollar sign ahead. Yeah. Let's see what is the output. You see, there is no change because this is a special character and it cannot be changed to upper or lower sign. Yeah. So it sees the first sign, prints it like that, and other character as it is printing in this particular example. Yeah. So it will not make in this example, since we are adding a dollar sign as a first character and call the capitalized function, the starting letter is not an alphabet. So this function returns the current string without any changes. Yeah. Now, suppose now we have a change here, right? You need to understand that capitalized function do not change the original string. So if I try to print the original string, print original string, it remains unchanged. See this? So my original string remains unchanged, whereas the capitalized function changes the original string and outputs it to some other variable or stores it somewhere else in the memory. But it does not modify the original string. So this function do not modify the original string. Yeah. Here, special characters do not get changed. Hence, the original string remains as it is. And the first one that we saw is the original string is in the format required by capitalize, there is no change in output. So the string does not get changed because E is already capitalized, which the capitalized would do. Here, the string changes as per capitalized function. Yes. Lastly, yeah. Now the Python capitalized function, it capitalized the first letter. Now the remaining letters in the string contains capital letters. They are all changed to small letter. So let's string uh, first letter changes to capital and rest other changes to small letters. Yeah. Yeah. How we can check this? So what I'll do is I'll make the E smaller and rest others I'll keep it in capital letters, that is upper letters. I scan NA. Yes. So it should give me the output same as we had in the first statement. So let's see whether it gives me the same output. So what capitalize has done in this string is automatically converted the first alphabet to capital, which was in small, and rest of the alphabets which were in uh, upper letters or capital letters, here it has converted it to lower or small letters. Yeah. So this is how you can use the capitalize function to modify string. Yeah. Next, the important functions that we learn in the next part are the lower and upper functions. Yeah. Hope you like this video. Stay in touch for further methods. Thank you so much.